Hi everybody, and welcome to our first visit to the garden in 2026. So I had a plan for this film. I wanted to share with you our woodland and talk to you about how we manage our woodland and the sorts of benefits that we can get from it. And I still really want to share that with you. I started filming over Christmas and I've got lots of footage which I will share a little bit with you now, but I want to do a proper feature in the future. But things sort of changed. On the 8th of January, Storm Goretti hit Cornwall and the UK, and it hit Cornwall with its full force, and it's changed our garden forever. So over Christmas, we've been working to split all of the ash wood that was felled in the autumn. This is ash that has been felled because it has ash dieback, which is devastating British woodlands. All of the ash has been stacked for seasoning. This is the drying process that allows us to then be able to bring it into the home to burn in our wood fires. And I wanted to tell you about how valuable the wood chip is, how we use it to mulch around young trees and hedging plants, as well as create paths around the garden. But then on the 8th of January, Storm Goretti arrived. It was a really terrifying night. We could hear the roof rattling over our head and it was dark, so all we could do was look out into the darkness. So on the 9th of January, we woke up to devastation all around us and we went out to assess the damage. And I recorded that for you, so I'm going to share that with you now. So it's the 9th of January and we have just suffered an absolutely massive storm. I'm going to go up into the woodland and see what kind of damage we have got, but Cornwall received wind gusts of over 100 miles an hour last night and the devastation is quite vast to the garden, so I'm going to go up and take a look. We're really lucky that the polytunnels seem to have come through this wind unscathed, but I think it's a different story for the woodlands, unfortunately. And I think we've also potentially got some damage to our cabin. So let's go and take a look. This is going to be quite emotional, I think. I can already see trees down in the woodland. And then over here, this is where the biggest destruction is. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's a big ash tree gone. It's one of the few ash that didn't have ash dieback. And there's some really old established Lelandia. Let's go and have a look. We've just seen over here, these pine trees have all gone over. We're going to have a look at those in a minute. So look at this. Gosh, look at this. Holly oak there, that's a holly oak gone. Look at this. This is just unrecognisable. I can't even get around that way to have a look from the other side to go and look at the cabin. I'm going to have to walk around to go and have a look. Oh my God. Okay. So it looks like the top of the alders come out as well. It's on the composting toilet. Yeah.
Oh no, that's the bathroom.
The toilet's gone.
No. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, there's sound. I can't even get to the coater to properly have a look at it. There's a lot of foliage, everybody. This is, I mean, it's obviously complete destruction, but it's also, this is cost. This is going to cost us a lot of money to sort out. I'm going to have to obviously pay tree surgeons to clear all this, probably have a digger in to kind of clear the root spaces. And we've got to build a new composting toilet. Yeah, I mean, it could have been worse. This could have really have gone. I can't afford to replace it. Believe it. Let's have a look at the cabin from this side. It's completely gone against it. This side seems to be worse. Yeah, the tree's buckled here because it's been pushing against here, but the structure of the cabin's actually stopped it fully going over, but you can see it's done some damage there. Okay, let's go and have a look at the other part of the woodland. Not only do I see this destruction, but I also see the sheer amount of work. This is going to take a long time to sort it out, clear it. really long time. Okay, let's have a look at the rest of the woodland. Wow. Pine trees come down, but this is a new tree that I planted and I'm amazed it's missed that. It's also gone between two alders that I planted there. Look at that. All three of them just snapped off completely at the top. Sweet chestnut. Right, let's have a look at the rest of the woodland. You immediately see we've lost a rowan here, which has just gone at a bit of an angle. I don't think that's going to survive. It's uprooted quite a lot. Let's see what else. Amazingly, the ash that has ash dieback is still fairly intact. Oh yeah, there's a couple of big trees up from down over there. Oh, that's a shame. Let's have a look. There's a little oak tree that I planted with the hens. When the hens got taken by the fox. There we go, that's fine. Just some branches on it. A couple of big limbs there. These are some ash they've got over. Taken like a domino effect. 1, 2, 3 here, and then this one's gone over as well, and that one there has gone over. These are all dead trees, or dying trees, so it really doesn't surprise me that they've gone over. This is certainly going to keep me busy for the foreseeable future. There is no doubt that the garden has changed forever. This is the biggest alteration to the garden, I would imagine, ever since this woodland was planted about 30 years ago. Nature is very much in charge, and this was a massive reminder, but at the very least it didn't flatten our house and it didn't flatten the polytunnel, and the chicken coop is still very much there, so you've got to take your blessings where you can, I guess. Right, I'm going to go and take a look at our polytunnel and the flower garden and see what the destruction was there. I think it's pretty minimal, which I'm really pleased about. It's just these trees have really caught the wind. Such a shame about this ash. It's the only ash that didn't have ash dieback, and it's really old. It's been here a long time. Okay, let's go and have a look at the cutting gun and have a look, see what damage has happened in there. And this big hedge really helps protect from any westerly winds. The flowers seem fine. I think the thing that's going to be the biggest issue is the eucalyptus and the shrubs. They all appear to be pretty unscathed. Just a few bay trees that have been damaged, but everything else seems to be okay, thank goodness.
So lots of homes around Cornwall were without power and water for days and days. In our garden we lost 27 mature trees. The structure and the bones of the garden are changed forever. The work ahead is long, and it's going to take months to clear the debris and years to regrow some of the structure the trees gave us. My dad, who lives in Colombia, was visiting and has been able to help. Both my parents are in their 70s, but they've been out helping to start to clear the trees. And the tree surgeons have been and removed the trees that were leaning onto the cabin, for which I am so grateful. But it's just the tip of the iceberg. It's a huge job that will change parts of the garden forever. I want to capture as much as I can for you guys, so you can share in the journey with us. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.